trap man. This video is about the trap of being the yes man. The most dangerous executive in the room is, especially for PE-backed companies, is not a weak CEO. No, it is the agreeable one. It is the one that is always agreeing to everything, and it surprises people, but that is what it is. By the way, my name is Philip, and I've been an executive counsel for the last 19 years, over 3 continents, $250 million in profit for my clients. And in today's video, we're talking about the yes man trap. That's right. One time, and this might come as a surprise to some people, but you were told when you started off your career, be coachable, be supportive, be the kind who listens to everybody, don't rock the boat, make sure that everybody's on board. That's what many executives have been told along the years as they're growing. And then 25 years later, you get to the next level, and all of a sudden, when you're at the top, suddenly the rules change. And all of a sudden, your yes man behavior becomes a liability. One time, I was visiting a friend, and they just had a meeting, and one of the board members came out and had him say something that really got me a little bit, jacked, because this is what he said. He said, "The last CEO agreed with everything we said. That's why we fired him." Pardon? That's right. That's why we fired him. Think about that. The guy was trying to be the good guy for the particular board. And the behavior that had gotten him to where he was now a liability, was now the behavior that got him fired, as a matter of fact. Because investors don't hire CEOs to agree. No, they hire CEOs who are going to what? Number one, to think differently. Number two, to see around corners and be able to see what is ahead. Number three, to challenge their assumptions so that the board is there to govern, but is also there to be directed where they need to go. To bring uncomfortable truths into the room so that it's not just, oh yeah, the board said this, so we got to go. No, sometimes you need the CEO who can challenge those. A board doesn't need another person nodding and saying, yes, sir, this is good. No, a board needs somebody who is going to challenge that status quo, but most importantly, sharpen them to get better. Okay. Yet many executives come with, especially if you're just coming into the private equity side of things, you're coming with your corporate side of things where you're supposed to, it's called carrying habits from the corporate world, and you want to behave like you used to behave in the corporate world. You are managing up, you're being told avoid conflict. You've been told don't rock the boat too much. You are always seeking approval and wanting to be loved and liked and all those things and be politically safe. Unfortunately, those habits become a liability where private equity is concerned. Most importantly, where those things are not rewarded, especially if they're comfortable for you. This kind of environment rewards clarity. That's number one. They reward clarity. Number two, they want a CEO who will survive the turmoil by being not just who they are, but by being firm enough to stand on something and actually see it through. Okay, the CEOs who survive are not necessarily reckless in their decisions, or they just say no for the sake. No, they don't argue for ego. They argue for reality. Why? They're so in tune with their industry, with their team, with what's going on. They're willing to say, "Hey, I hear you, but I choose to disagree because it doesn't make sense." That sentence of saying, "I disagree," actually helps the board to understand that they've got a real leader in place. All right. So if you find yourself agreeing all the time with every board recommendation, a couple of things happen. Number one, they begin to kind of look at you different. Every investor request is not actually supposed to be a yes thing for you. Every strategic shift is not supposed to be yes, let's go. No. Ask yourself something. Am I providing leadership or am I providing compliance? Just ask that question. Am I leading or am I being compliant? Because one creates value, leadership, and one creates a vacancy. That's why you will find yourself out of a job. And my goal from day one is to say, hey, you know what? If we can help leaders to lead with heart, with service, and create great products and make sure the world is a better place, you don't need to lose your job. No, you just need to be aware of what is actually required of you. So if this is kind of hitting home and you're like, yeah, I kind of have that, and you might want to talk to an executive counsel who tells you the way it is, but most importantly, who helps you to do what you love to do better in ways that empower you, in ways that give you that good feeling of progress, then maybe now is the time for you to click the link below so that we can have that executive briefing and we can have a chat over coffee, tea, whatever it is that you love, so that, hey, once in a while talking to somebody from outside of your environment might just be useful for your business. So until next time, I want you to remember one thing, that together, me and you have the audacity to not just build great companies, but to bring other people along so that we can make this world a better place. Until next time, peace. Oh.